Hi everybody, welcome back to day 5 of the Art by Marlene Advent Calendar. Today's lovely little stencil is this gorgeous little teacup with flowers. So I'm starting off using some of Marlene's collage paper for my background. Marlene's got some fabulous coloured, bright, patterned collage papers. They make a great starting point for a journal page or even a tag like this. There are so many bits and bobs, particularly on this sheet. There's the text, there's colour. They're a great place to start. So I'm going to stick this down as my ready-made background, just using glue stick to pop this in place. So next I'm going to use the stencil and I'm going to draw through it using the duo acrylic markers from Art by Marlene, and I'm going to use those as my starting point for my focal point. I'm using markers because this stencil has got really fine details in it, and I kind of want to use different colours through them, and it's so much easier to use the pens through the stencil. Sorry about my head yet again in the camera shot. It's easier to do it this way and kind of draw through, lift the stencil off, add details onto there, than it is to try and pop paint through. So here I've just moved the stencil away, and then I'm going in with a gel pen and I'm just adding in some marks and some details just to kind of bring that little teacup to life. Lining it up again, and then I'm going to go in and add some colours onto some of the flowers. So you could use like stencil tape at this point, or it's like a fixative that you can use. Is it a work? I can't remember what it is. That you can just spray that will help your stencil stay in place. But you can see I'm kind of doing one bit at a time, drying it off, going in, filling the gaps, and then working from there, so that I'm making sense of each little part of the image before I move on to the next bit. This stencil's really easy to line up as well, so this wasn't too difficult to do really. just using the grey pen just to add some little shadows. I've done lots of marks. I've gone in with black pen, white pen, just kind of trying to give some of the little parts of this a bit more definition. And I'm kind of really liking how that's come together. So now it's fussy cutting time. I hate cutting out, as you know, which is very strange given how much I love cut out pages, but that somehow is different. I can't be doing with all the fiddly faffly cutting out. So as with an image like this, I'm just going to go as close as I can to some of these really fiddly bits and just kind of cut those down a little bit more carefully. So it's nearly cut out, and then I'm going to just add that onto the page, the tag that I've added the collage paper onto. I'm going to need something on there as well just to help kind of ground this image so that it isn't just floating around on the page. And I'm going to show you how I did that. So I'm going to use some of Marlene's black and white collage paper. You can easily make your own just by using stamps and black archival ink onto white card. You can then tear a little bit off and use that on your tag. So I'm just tearing this as well, just so that I get that nice torn edge rather than a cut edge on this piece of paper. Sorry about the aeroplane. Everything's so noisy. Oh dear. And the contrast of the black and white on this piece of paper with those bright colours on the background is going to work really nicely. And once I've got my image in place, I'm also going to use a Stabilo oil pencil just to help bring that image out from the background. That was art by Marlene Sticky Glue. It does what it says. It's really good. Like it a lot. And it's super easy to use too. So then I'm going to stick the little teacup of flowers onto the tag as well. So here I'm using that water reactive pencil, the Stabilo oil pencil, to just draw a line around the outside of those flowers, and then I'm going to water activate it, and that'll just create a nice soft shadow line around the edge, which will help that image to pop out of the background. You'll see the difference it makes once I use the water brush on there. It just allows that pigment to flow a little bit and creates that nice soft line around the edge and helps to push the background away. So then I'm using Art by Marlene's Golden Oldie sticker quote book to find a quote to go on my tag, and then this one is completed. So pop back tomorrow to see day 6 and keep coming back every day through December to see this little tag accordion book come to completion. Thanks for watching.